What's good, cool kids? How are you guys doing? Welcome back to the Philly Flipper live channel. My name is Paul. I go by the Philly Flipper here on YouTube. Even though I live in Florida, the reason why it's called Philly Flipper is because I started this channel in 2019 and I was in Philly back then. I moved to Florida early this year in 2023, but been established already on YouTube for a while as Philly Flipper. It would just be like career suicide to change names at that point, so that's where I was sticking with it. Anyways, welcome back to the channel. I am a full-time reseller. I live in Florida. I mainly source 98% of the time. I get my items from garage sales and estate sales and rumor sales. Other 2% would probably be like thrift stores. I used to go to lots of auction houses back in Philly. Haven't hit one yet. Haven't had the need to hit one yet. On my main channel, Philly Flipper, I go and source items. On this channel, you guys see my daily. Wow, third time now trying to do this thing with battery failure. Good job, GoPro, yay. The batteries are 98%, so it's not a battery's fault. It's just GoPro is having malfunction issues, which happens a lot on this channel as well, as you guys will see. But I said many people have like the wrong perspective of resellers. First of all, people think we're like scumbags, and all we do is just rip off people on both sides. I actually heard people tell me this that don't even watch my YouTube. That I tell them what I do in real life, and they're like, "Wow, you just rip people off." I'm like, I guess if you look at it that way, and they think it's like a get-rich-quick scheme. They think it's just boom, boom, boom. I just sit here, collect money, and it's actually a grind. It's a daily grind hustle. This life isn't for everybody. So I share with you guys the ins and outs, the positives, the negatives, the successes, the failures that comes with being a full-time reseller. That's what you guys will see on this channel. So if you like the kind of content, subscribe. That's what I want to say. That's what I'm gonna say. Anyways, today is April 29th. It's a Saturday, and as you guys can see, let me show you my phone a bit easier. I'm just starting recording to you with you guys. It's 4:02 p.m. Usually you guys get me in the morning. On the weekends, you don't get me in the morning because I go to yard sales on the weekend. I finished yard selling in Fort Myers around 12 p.m. today. Started driving back. On the way back, I hit up my favorite buffet in Port Charlotte, Buffet City. All I get there is just the sushi. I got 2 full plates of sushi at Buffet City and a drink, and I got home around 1:45ish, and I was tired. I went to bed. I woke up at 4, went, unloaded all the stuff that I bought, and I'm talking to you guys right now. So that's what you guys missed out on. It's been a day. I drove to Fort Myers this morning. I told you guys yesterday. Excited about going to Fort Myers, and I was, I guess, shouldn't have been. This was probably the worst Fort Myers day I've had yet. I came back with 4 totes full of inventory, which I would guess for a Saturday is average for me, but usually I come back from Fort Myers with like 6 or 7 totes. First yard sale that I went to was advertised as a huge community sale, and it was a big area. There was lots of houses, but in the huge area, I think only 4 or 5 of them had yard sales, which 4 or 5 yard sales on a one street, I would say that's a big community sale. I would say agree, yes, I would say that's pretty good for one street, but for this big area, there's lots of driving, 4 or 5 houses, that is not a big community sale at all. And to be honest, it's a waste of time to even call it a community sale, because people like me will be coming from an hour away. You know, they'll just be driving to neighborhoods, just not seeing anybody set up. I was very frustrated with that. So, you know, you drive an hour to get to community sale that only has 5 houses. It wasn't fun. We did find some things there. Then I drove to the other community sale, which wasn't advertised as this amazing sale at all. And that one had a much smaller community and way more houses. I would say that one probably had 30 or so houses set up with yard sales. By the time I got to that one, it was already 9 p.m. and that one started at 8 at the same time as the other one started. And a lot of it's been picked over. You could see like empty spots on tables. There was one where I got to that had video games for $5 each, and he had some insane ones left. Here's what he had left. He had Donkey Kong 64, and Super Mario All-Stars. 2 awesome games for $5 each. And I'm like, how are these still here? And he goes, oh man, you should have been here in the morning. We had so many. One guy came in and bought all of them. Then after he left, I went through the house, I found 2 more. I brought these out and put them out for $5 as well. So that would have been an amazing place to go first and grab them all. But we got there late, and we still got some scraps. But it would have been better to get that one first. But anyways, I digress. We still did pretty good. My best find is probably this vacuum right here, Electrolux vacuum. This is probably now the 5th one that I found while reselling, and all of them sold. I haven't sold one for less than $200. That one I paid $50 for, but I saw comps around the $240 range for it. Plus it came with a bag full of bags for this. I never sold Electrolux bags, but I figured if the vacuum is expensive, the bags might be expensive too. So we're gonna have to check and see what those bags go for. So I'm pretty promising there. And then my favorite find of the day is this right here. And guys, remember my issues with my mower before, and how I needed another battery, and how these things are like $120 on Amazon, $108 on Home Depot. I saw a guy selling this at a yard sale today. What are the odds? I paid $20 for this. $20 for a battery that I needed for my personal mower. Saved $160, and obviously it's used, it's not new, but it's amazing. So I have my second battery, and I have to pay $120 for it. So that was probably my favorite find. Anyways, we're here now. I told you guys yesterday, today is gonna be a big clothing day listing day. It's still gonna happen. I'm gonna actually start, as soon as I'm done with you guys, I'm gonna start sorting the clothes. I'm gonna just have a bunch of movies playing and be taking fit pictures of clothes all day. That's all we're doing. I don't have a vlog due tomorrow. I'm not releasing any vlogs on Sunday. It's been my one day off of no content. So I don't have to edit anything. All I have to do is just list clothing and clean the kitchen. I'm going to do that first though. I have a bunch of dishes I want to do. I have a bunch of dishes that need to be done. I'm going to do those, and then we're gonna start with the clothes. I did have a couple questions coming through from yesterday's vlog. I'm gonna answer one right now. The other one about how I do flat shipping, I think I'm gonna do a special video on. I'm gonna do a special video on it because it's a question I get asked quite a bit. I don't want to just repeat the same answer, so I think I'm just gonna do a special, like, evergreen video. I'm gonna do just a video dedicated to flat shipping, probably like 5 to 10 minutes long, and that way, whenever I get the comment about it again, I can just post a link to that video, and then you guys will get the answer there. But the question I do want to talk about right now, before we get started, is a lot of people are asking me, when am I gonna hire help here in Florida, or if I'm gonna hire help, what am I gonna hire help for, and so and so and so and so. The reason why that question is brought up is because back in Pennsylvania, when I had a warehouse, I had 2 part-time people helping me the whole time. I had my sister that would come in and help me with packing orders, and then I had my cousin Lita who helped me a lot when it came to packing up for Florida and getting all that stuff packed and getting the warehouse ready to go. But before that, she did a lot of pictures. Before that, she did a lot of taking pictures of clothes, measurements, putting the clothes away, also helping orders. Pretty like an assistant, like a eBay sales assistant. I had that. When I moved to Florida, obviously I don't have anybody like that here, and I've been talking a lot about struggling with time, and you guys, I guess, want to be helpful and say, hey, you should hire help and get some of that time back. And I think I answered this before on here, but if I'm going to hire help, it's going to be hiring help on things outside of eBay and outside of YouTube. Like, for example, like, I was spending a lot of time cleaning the house, so I hired help by getting a house cleaner. That's the kind of help I'm getting. I'm not hiring anybody to do eBay work for me because in the past, what I've realized is when I'm trying to hire somebody to list for me, I realize I can do the listings a lot better, and it just makes me feel really bad. It just makes me just feel really bad paying somebody for work that I can do better. I don't know if that makes any sense. And if people, and the people that can do the listings as good as me will not be working for me for, I don't know, 20 an hour. They'll be working for themselves and making way more, right? So I like hiring an eBay like assistant to come and do my listings for me. I used a VA company in the past, and just to not bash anybody, I won't say the name, but they were terrible, absolutely terrible. I would spend more time editing their listings than it would take me to make my own listings. They would try to use 80 words to fill the SEO, to fill the title so it would be better search results, but the words they were using, nobody was searching for. Like I would give them a graphic t-shirt and they would describe the crew neck, the color of the shirt, the length of the sleeve, but not explain the graphic at all. It would be like blue graphic t-shirt, crew neck, short sleeve, size, blah, 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 men's. But the graphic would be of like a Pokemon, and they would not mention the Pokemon at all, what the Pokemon was, the word Pokemon at all. And I'm like, nobody's gonna find the shirt if you use this. And I try to spend so many time training them and getting them to do how I wanted listings. Did not work, wasted my time. Now I could maybe hire somebody just to come in and take pictures of clothes. Like I said, I hate taking pictures of clothes, but that work is gonna be so minute. It's gonna be hard to find somebody to do it because in Philly, I had Vita do that for me because I had, first of all, so many clothes. I was buying storage units and doing donation buys and all these things. I had a lot of clothes coming in, right? Here, I don't have that many clothes coming in, so like it would be legit. This is probably me gathering clothes for about 3 weeks now, and it's one day of work for somebody. So it'd be like, hey, so I can't really hire somebody and say, hey, can you come in and work for me one day every 3 weeks? Just take pictures of clothes. Yeah, that's like, no one's gonna do it, right? So like I get you guys are trying to be helpful with that, but the reason why I was sharing with you guys my struggles with listings wasn't because I didn't have enough time for it. I did have enough time for it, just I became, in all honesty, the best word would be lazy the last, not this week, but the week before when I was making those videos. I just became lazy with my listing. Like I said, I had other priorities. Other priorities was getting videos done. Other priorities was getting the house in order. Other priorities was getting the food ready for my guests and stuff. Those priorities were way more important to me than listings. And what happens when you do that, listings take a back seat, and your sales, and eventually it will reflect in sales. So I probably say for about 10 days straight, I did not take my listing seriously. I listed maybe like 5 things a day, 10 things a day. On a good day, maybe I would get 20 out. But it wasn't this consistent listing that I'm used to doing, of at least 20 a day, 30 a day, 40 a day, some days 50 a day. You know, you guys saw me list 100 a day on here before. It wasn't anything like that for like 10 weeks straight, for like 10 days straight, and then eventually it just catches up to you. And I would go from having 40 to 50 sales a weekend to, I think, 26 last week. And people can go and blame eBay servers for that. People can go and blame things outside of control. But I knew that the big reason why it fell to that number was because I wasn't taking listings seriously. And like I said, I'm trying to be as transparent as possible on this channel with you guys and tell you guys what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong. And my big issue was, what I realized was, I'm not taking listings seriously. So I had to put up the calendar again last week, this right here, to motivate me and to continue to put up listings. I started doing 5 at a time in between spurts. Like I would wake up, have breakfast, do 5 listings before I do anything else. After I pull orders and before I edit a video, I would do 5 more listings and just fit them in all these nooks and crannies in my day. And as you guys see, starting Monday is when I started taking listings seriously. I had 1,000, 300, 1,000, 1,300, almost 800, almost 700, and 1,000 day, which is really good for a week. And then today's gonna be day 6. We will see how much we get today, because as I said, today is closed. Closed takes a long time. I might have a bad day today, but it was gonna set me up for better days in the future. I'm gonna have a lot of clothes ready to list from my phone when it does come time. So the reason I was sharing with you guys my struggles with the listings wasn't because I need help in that situation, I need to hire help. No, it's just because I need to use my time better in that listing. I need to take my full-time business as serious as I can, and I wasn't doing it the last week or so before I put the video out. So that's why I was sharing that with you, not me trying to say I need to hire help in the situation. I don't need to hire, like, I don't think I'm gonna ever, I don't think I need to hire help. Hopefully I clear it all up. All right, as you guys see, kitchen is back to looking normal. Dishwasher is full, a lot of stuff. Everything else is drying here. Now it's time to get serious. I do have a, I don't know if you guys know, I don't know how many of you guys have Prime, Amazon Prime. Probably a good amount of you guys have Prime, especially if you ship with Amazon. One of the perks of having Prime is having Amazon Prime Video. It's like a streaming service like Netflix, like Hulu, like HBO Max, all that stuff. But what I've been really playing along with and enjoying was these add-ons that you can do with Amazon Prime. And I've been testing different ones out, getting different trials and stuff. The one I'm enjoying right now, I think it's like $10 a month. And it's Stars / MGM Plus. First of all, Stars come with a lot of like pretty good shows, like Power. Remember I watched that on Stars before, and I watched all of the spin-offs of Power as well. And then, but then it has a lot of movies, like premium movies, come to Stars as well. And then MGM Plus, you guys know MGM is like king of, how you call it? Is a king of movies. So like it has a bunch of classic movies that we got, like Jumanji, Guardians of the Galaxy, 21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street, Sandlot, Venom, Bloodshot, Homefront, Click, Super Troopers, Mrs. Doubtfire, Think Like a Man 2, Boys in the Hood, X-Men, X-Men First Class, Immortals, Ice Age, The Man, Alien vs. Predator, The Ugly Truth, Zero Dark 30, Jarhead, Charlie's Angels, How to Be a Player, End of Days, Evolution, Silver Linings Playbook, Super Cool, Paul Blart Mall Cop. Like all these good movies, and I think I'm paying $10 a month. And then the beautiful part about it is it's not something that I'm gonna have to keep for, something I'm probably gonna enjoy for probably 2 or 3 months, then I'm gonna stop. I'm probably gonna watch all the movies I want, and we're gonna cut it off, and that's it. So for $30, I could probably watch 3 months full of movies. So that's what we're gonna do today. And what am I gonna start with? I'm gonna probably start with Mrs. Doubtfire. We'll play Mrs. Doubtfire first. All right, so we have sorted everything out. So you got Mrs. Doubtfire playing over there. We have 75 items of clothes ready to photograph. Biggest pile by far is pants and jeans. This thing goes far. These are like polos and dress shirts and stuff like that. We got sweaters over there. Here we got like t-shirts and jerseys, shorts, and then women's dresses and tops over here. So 75 items. Oh, and we have a polo set here, a top and bottom match set. So figure it's gonna take some time. 75 has a lot of things to photograph. Then we're gonna go with the biggest one first. We're gonna start with the biggest one, start with the jeans and pants, get those out of the way, and then move on to something easier. We paused the movie. It's at the 1 hour and 12 minute mark. So 1 hour, 12 minutes in, we are done with all the jeans and all the pants. That was brutal. Look at all these jeans and pants that are now at least photographed. All right, well that was, I think I had more of those and combined everything else. So I think we're more than halfway done. We'll just continue now with the other batches and we'll go from there. All right, movie is over. So we're 2 hours in, 2 hours and 1 minute exactly. I forgot how not kid friendly. Ray told me about this a couple weeks ago. That movie is. There's a lot of adult jokes in Mrs. Doubtfire. I'm listing right now. I'm finishing up listing this nice little Italian Bahama. I got this today at a yard sale. So I'm not quite done yet. I have this one is done now. So I have that 1, 2, 3. I have 7 polos / shirts like this left to go, and that's it. I'm done with everything else. So I would like to take a break at the 2 hour mark. It would be great, but I feel like I'm just gonna plug along through and get these 7 done, and then start my break once all the stuff is photographed and photographed, so I can start drafting it. But pretty good day. I ordered pizza. I ordered pizza for dinner because I'm busy in here. Can't really cook anything, so not gonna be the healthiest dinner today, but it's something that's there. And then also we just got a notification on my phone that we're on tornado watch for my county, and I hear very loud wind outside, and I hear thunder and lightning. Sounds like it's raining, but it's not coming into Illinois, which is great news. You guys probably can't see anything, but it's raining out there. So that's kind of scary. But thankfully we still have power, we have internet, so we're gonna continue to rock and roll until something changes. We are done. You see, no clothes anywhere to be seen. We're done. Everything is listed. Listed, I wish everything was listed. Everything is photographed. Pizza is here. We got Marco's Pizza. It just got here. We're gonna have some dinner, sit down, relax, and then we're gonna start listing. So the hard part for me is done. The hard part was always pictures. The easy part is listing, because I can just be on the couch watching TV, watching a movie, and listening from my phone. So we're gonna start the listing now. It's late, guys. It's like 8:20 p.m. It's 8:20 p.m. It's probably gonna be close to like 9 when I start. So it's a late start to the day. I don't expect a big number today, but like I said, my biggest thing was getting all the photographs done. And then throughout the day today, tomorrow, hopefully by end of tomorrow, we'll see how everything goes. We'll have all them up and running. But it's a lot of clothes it's a lot of clothes to list. So it's 11:59. I am tired. I'm exhausted. We're gonna call it. I did 4 rounds of listings. That's 20 listings for $642. Again, it's my lowest number by far. That's okay, just because I was yard selling the day. I had my nap, and then I had a lot of prep work for future listings. So I haven't even started on. I pretty much listed all the short sleeve stuff besides. I think I still have left like 1 or 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 short sleeve stuff, and then I have still my hoodies, my sweaters, my sweatshirts left, which I think is like only like 4 or 5 of those. And then all the jeans. I haven't touched any of the jeans yet, so I'm gonna be doing all those tomorrow. And hopefully by Monday night, we're gonna be done with all the clothes, and we'll continue the stuff that I bought today and the stuff I still left over. So right now it says 12 a.m. It's time for bed. I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, ladies and gents. Happy Sunday. Sunday, I think last Sunday in April. Yep, April 30th, last day in April, not last Sunday in April. April 30th, we're here ready for church. Got my traditional Ukrainian shirt on. It's called the Vyshyvanka. It's a traditional Ukrainian shirt. It was actually made to be by my grandma. My grandma made me this glorious shirt. So we went to bed yesterday at 12, slept through the entire tornado watch. It was scary at some points. Lightning was like a camera flash outside my window. I had my blinds down, but it was still so bright, like you could would wake me up with how bright the lightning was. Thunder was pretty serious too, but we made it. Nothing too. But we made it through, no worries. I was eating that bad, but my family called me this morning, asked if I was okay. Apparently there was news back in PA about the weather here. But we did good. I woke up, had breakfast. I had leftover pizza. The best thing about pizza is having leftover pizza the next day. Air fryer, guys. If you have an air fryer, pizza at 350 for 4 to 5 minutes. It tastes better than it was fresh. Did that, had some coffee. Listed 5 things before going to church. So listed 5 pieces of clothing before going to church. Wasn't the best piece of clothing. It was only $105 in listings, which I think is actually pretty average for me with clothes. It's about 20 bucks. 20 bucks an item for clothing. So listed that. Gonna head out after church today. We're coming back. I think I want to do lake first if the weather is gonna be good. I just saw that. That was a little scary. Still says tornado watch in my app, but there's no tornadoes anywhere. So right now it just says windy. It says windy all day, high Might be hard to go to the lake. It's 79-degree high with wind. Probably no lake today. We'll do. Looks a lot promising. Looks way more promising tomorrow for lake. Today we're gonna do lake tomorrow. So today we're coming home. Gonna probably set the video right away, and we'll do edit. We'll do video edit list, video edit list, and get as much listings done as possible. So, alright guys, it is a lot later in the day. Let me tell you how much later in the day. It's so much later, it's actually already the next day. It's 12:05 in the morning right now. We had quite the day. I came home from church, had lunch, and you wouldn't believe what I did again. Seems like the third time now. No, did I nap on Friday or was that Thursday that I napped? I don't know what's going on. But I took another nap today, another good nap. I came home. We had church. I had lunch with some friends after church. I got home around, it was probably close to like 1:30-ish. Yeah, it was like around 1:30 when I got home. I took a nap. I woke up around 5-ish. Napped quite a bit again. And then just got up and continued to work. I started editing the video, started doing listing, blah blah blah. And video is done. It's titled, it's rendering, it's uploading. It's uploading on this tab. Uploading right here for 9%. Listings, while it was uploading, you see I've been listing more and more clothes. This is White House Black Market jeans, and we listed quite a bit today. This isn't the accurate number because I've been doing batches of more than 5. This was a pretty big batch right here. It has a pretty decent sized batch right here. So we listed quite a bit of clothes today. $285 worth of listings. So ever since we started taking our listings seriously, we didn't have a day of under 500 yet, which we're very cool with. So yesterday, what did I say? I think we had 75 clothing items yesterday. We're down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 left. 12 left. So we knocked out 63 in the last 2 days. That's really good. That is really, really good. Tomorrow, with how I do the batching and stuff, we should be done clothes and on to the stuff from this weekend and from other stuff as well. So all the clothes is done. Yay, Paul, very good with that. Knocked him out in a weekend. Cool, very cool with that. And as you will see in tomorrow, order pull video, some of the clothes I listed sold. Most of the clothes that I get is usually long tail, but some of the stuff I listed yesterday, right? So I know like some of the stuff that I got from Jesse's box that I listed yesterday sold as well. So it's interesting. Not used to clothes selling that fast, but we will definitely take it. So that's pretty much the day. Yeah, it's 12 in the morning. I'm tired. We have a big day tomorrow. I'm going back to bed. I'll see you guys in the morning.